Well, I would like to welcome everybody today to our virtual focusing on the process technology and broadband telecom programs at Lincoln Trail College. And as we get underway here, there are a few housekeeping things that we want to do. We're going to be doing some giveaways today. So we want you to hop into the chat, and we've got some instructions on the screen right now. If you've never used Zoom before, there is a chat icon at the bottom of your Zoom window where you can pop that open. And so we can make sure we get you the right stuff. We're going to be giving away some t-shirts today. If you want to go ahead and put your first and last name, the high school that you attend, and then also a phone number or email address so we can contact you after the fact so we can make sure that we get the right size t-shirt for you, that would be great. So the chat will be open and available throughout the whole event today. So definitely take advantage of that. Just to kind of explain a couple of other things here on Zoom. I know a lot of us have used Zoom here over the last 10 months, but in case you haven't, there are a few things across the bottom of your screen. You have the join audio if you haven't done that yet. That will let you talk with us, but we would ask you to keep your microphone muted during this so we just don't pick up a lot of background noise. There is also the opportunity to start your video. We would love to see you throughout this. I talked to you about the chat screen, and something else that we're going to be doing a little bit later is go into breakout rooms. So that is something that you should see pop up a little bit later, where you'll be able to go into a breakout room to learn a little bit more about one of the programs today. And you may also get an on-screen prompt about the breakout room that you want to go to as well. And then also Zoom lets us share some different fun reactions and raise your hand if you have a question. We have budgeted some question and answer time for the end. We've got a lot that we've packed into this hour, so that's kind of a quick run through. We've got a lot of people with us today, some of which I'm going to introduce as we go. But I'm Chris Ford. I am the Director of Marketing for Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. I will be your host for today's event, and I'll be kind of guiding you through everything. We also have Tana Ambrose, who is our Director of College Access. And she has helped organize this. And for our prospective students, she is somebody that you have probably talked to. And if you haven't yet, you surely will throughout the course of the process. And one of the people I want to introduce right now is Dr. Ryan Gower, who is the Chancellor for Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. And before he became the Chancellor in 2020, he was the president of Lincoln Trail College. And Ryan, I will turn it over to you for a quick introduction.
Well, thanks, Chris. And I promise everybody I'll be very brief. And I just wanted to thank all of you for taking the time to spend with us here this afternoon. You know, there's some things that I always like to tell students and prospective students about Lincoln Trail. And these are things that even though it's right in your backyard, you may not know that Lincoln Trail has been recognized 5 different times as an Aspen Award recipient, and that may not mean anything to you, but what that means is that Lincoln Trail, right there on Route 1, is consistently recognized as one of the top community colleges, not just in the state, but in the country. And I think what you're going to find today as you go through your different breakout sessions, spending time with Travis and Tana and Dean Todd, the reason why we're good is because of the people who are here. I can tell you sincerely that in my time at Lincoln Trail, I've never worked with a group of people who cared more about students and who wanted to see students succeed than I did at Lincoln Trail. So I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon. I think you've made a great decision in exploring Lincoln Trail, and I hope you have a great visit today. Thank you very much for including me.
All right, thank you, Ryan. And with that, I would like to turn things over now to Lincoln Trail College Dean of Instruction, Brent Todd.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Lincoln Trail College's virtual visit. As Chris said, my name is Brent Todd. I'm the Dean of Instruction at LTC, and basically that just means that I oversee our curriculum and academic programs. Based upon my experiences here, I'm confident that you all would be happy with the academic quality of any of our programs of study here. But there are two programs that I always consider the pillars of our institution, and those are the Broadband Telecom program and the Process Technology program. And the reason I say that's because both of those programs have placement rates that are substantially higher than other programs, including at other institutions, just meaning that those students are very likely to get jobs, and not just jobs, but good paying jobs as well after they're here. And the other reason is that I quickly learned when I came to LTC nearly 4 years ago that industry actually seeks out LTC students from these two particular programs. And so with that, I'm not going to keep you much longer. I know you've got a full agenda, but I hope you enjoy your visit today. And even more, I hope to see you all on our campus in the future.
All right, thanks, Brent. So one of the things that we want to do is we want to give everybody a chance to see what Lincoln Trail College looks like. So we are going to let you take a quick little virtual tour here of Lincoln Trail College.
Welcome to Lincoln Trail College. We are a 2-year community college that offers a full spectrum of transfer, occupational, continuing education, and community service programs. Lincoln Trail College is located in Robinson, Illinois. When you arrive, you'll immediately see how beautiful our campus is with a tree-lined entrance. You'll drive by the picturesque Miller Lake, which provides a walking path and a picnic shelter. There are 3 buildings on our main campus. The Student Union is home to the Statesman Grill. You can get your day started with breakfast, and you'll find daily lunch specials, or you can order from the menu. The Eagleton Library is also located in the Student Union. The library has a catalog of over 15,000 books and access to 20 online academic databases. Can't find what you need? You can request over 36 million items from 80 other academic libraries. The library also provides an open computer lab and a quiet study area. Performing arts are very important at Lincoln Trail College. Singers can join our award-winning Statesman Singers or the concert choir, while musicians can perform with several different bands and ensembles. If the theater is more your style, you can take the stage with one of our productions or help out backstage. Next, we'll visit the Sports Center, home of the Lincoln Trail College Statesmen and Lady Statesmen. Our athletic department offers men's and women's basketball and soccer, baseball, softball, golf, volleyball, and cheerleading. The Sports Center is also where you will find an indoor pool. The pool is open year-round, and you can exercise with specific lap swim times or just have fun during open swims. A lot of your time at Lincoln Trail College will be spent in Williams Hall. When you enter the building, you'll find the Student Services Office, where you can meet with an advisor or get help with financial aid. Just down the hall is the admissions office, where you can sign up for classes. Need to pay a bill? Visit the cashier. You can also get meal plans for the Statesman Grill here. The Learning Skills Center is in Williams Hall. The coaching, mentoring, and tutoring available will help you change from a good student to a great student. The Learning Skills Center can also help you prepare for tests, help you improve a paper, or provide a quiet computer lab and study area. Need books for class? Stop by the bookstore. In addition to books and supplies, you can also pick up the apparel you'll need to proudly represent LTC. You can also get a drink or a quick snack between classes. Williams Hall is where you'll probably take many of your classes. As one of roughly 1,100 students, you will receive one-on-one attention from your instructors. They work hard to make sure you succeed and prepare you for the next chapter in your life. Lincoln Trail College has courses for students wanting to transfer to a 4-year school and courses for students looking for the skills they need in the workforce. Our North Campus location is where you'll find many of our students looking to get into the medical field. Our welding program is located at the Red McCoy Building in downtown Robinson. State-of-the-art welding equipment helps make sure our students are prepared for their future. The Harry L. Crisp Center is the home of our telecom program, where students prepare for careers in the broadband and telecommunications industry. Students that need housing have an off-campus housing location available near North Campus. That's only a brief walk away from the main campus. You can stay in shape at the Depot in downtown Robinson. The gym gives our students and student athletes a place to train. It also gives our baseball and softball teams an indoor facility where they can practice. We look forward to seeing you at Lincoln Trail College, where we say, let the trail be your path to success.
So that's a quick run through of what Lincoln Trail College looks like. And we are going to do our first giveaway right now. And again, this is something available to our high school participants. So we have a quick trivia question for you. And I think this one should be pretty easy. What town in Illinois is the home of Lincoln Trail College? Pop it in the chat and you will win a free t-shirt. You'll have the opportunity to win a free t-shirt. Again, what town in Illinois is the home of Lincoln Trail College? So you can answer that here at any time. We've got a couple of other giveaways that we're going to be doing too. And if you haven't already, you just got a big hint in the chat pod, I see. Thank you, Ryan. And you can answer that here as we go, but we have a lot on the agenda, so we want to continue through here. And we want to talk now about process technology. And some of you may be wondering, well, what exactly is process technology? So here you go.
You may be wondering, what exactly is process technology? Or maybe you know it as that program that's all about working in an oil refinery. In reality, process technology is so much more than that. Basically, you're taking a raw material and turning it into something else useful. Sure, that could be working at a refinery, but you can use your degree in many other industries like food and beverage processing, plastics, and pharmaceuticals, just to name a few. Your degree from Lincoln Trail College will prepare you to be an operator or technician. Our program combines classroom experiences with hands-on work to prepare you for the real world. Even better, a study found that each year of process technology education is worth about 5.3 years of job experience. There are job opportunities close to home, or you can find opportunities throughout the country. So what are you waiting for? Check us out at iecc.edu/LTC and let the trail be your path to success.
All right, so there is a quick little look at what process technology is, and we are fortunate to be joined by a whole classroom full of current process technology students. And guys, I want to welcome you into the program today. And we've got probably about 8 to 10 of you in the class. So I'm going to just kind of throw this out to you guys, and whoever wants to answer. What is your favorite part about the process technology program?
Okay, I'll take this one. So one of my favorite things about the program, I'd have to say, is, of course, one thing to start off with is the teachers. Real easy to start a relationship with the teachers. They're super nice and will help you in any situation or any questions that you have. But one thing that I've always really enjoyed is like the technical and equipment kind of side of things. And once I discovered process technology, I realized kind of like my skills and kind of what I was interested in lined up with this program. And so far it's been great. I love it a lot, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it.
That's awesome. Someone else want to chime in? Don't be shy, guys.
Come on.
Come on.
There's a lot of hands-on stuff you do. I'm a hands-on learner, so it helps me out. You know, we got a bunch of stuff around the classroom here to look at and kind of play with. So that's really helped me out a lot learning about this, everything, really.
All right. So what advice would you have for students here that are thinking about going into process technology, into this program? What advice would you give them?
For future students coming into the program?
Yes.
The advice I would give them is to, if you were to join the program, definitely, of course, pay attention in class. That's pretty obvious, but there's a lot of things to talk about. And there's a lot of different kinds of pieces of equipment. And there's a lot of acronyms and terms to get familiar with. And as you go along, the longer you stay in the program, the more you start realizing what words mean and just the language of the process technician. But that'd be my advice.
All right. Anyone else want to chime in?
It's not just about working in a refinery. There's a bunch of different options you can go work in, not just an oil refinery.
There's a lot of different plants too. I mean, several, like around 8, give or take, that, like electrical, pharmaceutical, food and beverage, nuclear, any kind of plant.
All right. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining us. And if you want to stick around, we've got some people that might want to ask you guys some questions a little bit later. But right now, I'd like to shift gears. We had the chance earlier to talk with a couple of alumni from our process technology program, Mason McKee and Clayton Smith. They are both class of 2020 students, and this is what they had to say. All right, so joining us now is Mason McKee. He is a 2020 Lincoln Trail College graduate. And Mason, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Not too bad. So you graduated here in 2020. What are you up to now?
Well, I'm working at chemical operations at a plant in Mount Vernon, Indiana called Optic.
Okay.
So
tell me a little bit about what you do there.
Basically, I'm in the BPA operations. So we make powder that is used in the mixture of resin. So we're making the powder for plastic, basically.
Okay, cool. So talk a little bit about how the process technology program helped you get to where you are now.
So basically the process tech program, it's a really hands-on program. I liked it for that, but it really helped me with understanding all the equipment that we use today with all the different pumps and valves that we're involved with. And it really gave me an advantage over some of the guys who haven't been through the program, so that are just now learning what all these, like the reboilers and the different flakers and all kinds of different things that we use in the everyday operations there at Optic.
All right. So we're talking to some people today that are considering coming to Lincoln Trail College and considering the process technology program. What advice would you give them?
I'd shoot for it. I mean, with Lincoln Trail being located in Robinson, there's 3 major employers there, and you're not only limited to the ethanol plant, the Hershey and Marathon there in Robinson, but you're literally can go anywhere with a process tech degree, and it's very affordable. And the reason I went to LTC is because it was local, so I was able to live at home and go to school every day, and I mean, I just really enjoyed it.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to tell everybody today, Mason?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking a little bit of time out of your day, and good luck here as you continue your career.
Thank you.
And now we are joined by Clayton Smith, another class of 2020. How are you doing today, Clayton?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad. So tell me a little bit about what you're up to now.
So I graduated in 2020, like you said. And then after that, I did get a job at Valero Renewable Fuels. I'm currently a cook operator. I also am certifying in another position as we speak as a distillation operator. And great job, great pay, and working.
So just kind of in real broad terms, tell us exactly what it is, kind of what you do on a day-to-day basis.
So as an operator, everybody learns this in class, but I take a lot of samples of firms. So for ethanol, we take corn from the field, take it in, grind it, and then mix it with some enzymes and some different antibiotics and stuff like that, and then put it in a firm for 48 to 52 hours, let it sit and ferment. And then so that's my job right now. So from that, we take it and send it to distillation, where we get the alcohol out, get the dry distiller's grain out, and corn oil out. So right now my job is just taking samples to ensure good firms. I build first additions, which is the antibiotics and everything we send to the firm, do all my monitoring, and just basically keep the front end of the plant running good.
Awesome. So how well did LTC prepare you for this?
It definitely helps a lot. You learn a lot if you pay attention and do your work. Not only that, but having a degree in this field definitely helps your opportunities with getting jobs, getting interviews. But yeah, it definitely gears you more towards operations. It's a good paying job, and a lot of things you learn in class, like just the different equipment you're going to use, how to use that equipment properly, safety, just all that different stuff you really need to excel. Basically, training for a new operator is supposed to take like 3 months to 6 months. And within 1 month, I was on the job, on the shift, ready to go. And sometimes it takes 3 years to get certified on the next job. I'm certified on my first, working on my second already, and I've been there 4 months, I do believe, or so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely set the pace for me and got me going.
So with us today, joining us in the audience are some people that are thinking about coming here to LTC. What advice would you give them?
So pay attention and definitely treat your teachers with respect. They'll take you a long way. And not only that, but Tina, Mike, they will all help you greatly with your job search, with letters you may need, stuff like that. But paying attention definitely sets the pace. Like I said, this school gets you a good opportunity, hand in the door, ready to go.
Awesome.
Yeah. Operations it can be challenging. You're working swing shifts, or like I do, 6 weeks a day, 6 weeks a night, 12-hour days, sometimes rough work. But like I said, I joined this knowing what I was doing thanks to this class. It's like I said, it's great pay, so I can't complain there. For a 20-year-old, for having a 401k set up, ready to go, and then just good pay, you got everything paid for and making money.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to say?
Nope. Teachers are great. Definitely sets you for success. Like I said, it got me on a fast track going, and I couldn't thank LTC more for all the opportunities you guys have gave me.
All right. Clayton Smith, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, no problem. Thank you very much.
So you've heard a little bit about the hands-on work that happens in process technology. And we have a video that we actually did with a couple of our process technology students where they demonstrate some of the things that we do. So we're going to take a look at that real quick.
Hi, I'm Ashley Wells, and I'm in my second year of the process technology program.
Hi, my name is Kyler Pankey. I'm also a sophomore. We're in the same class, and I'm from Marshall, Illinois. And today we're going to show you kind of it's a virtual field operator. And basically what we're going to be doing is Ashley's going to be walking around, and right now on my screen I see all the instrumentation and all the readings. And so right now in our system we have a lot of things that are kind of set off, and so me and Ashley, we're going to tag team and figure out how to set everything back to where it should be running at. All right, go ahead and go to the reflex drum. I'm going to need you to check LIC 701.
All right.
We should be at 50%, but let me know where we're at.
All right, my PB is reading 55.1, and my output is reading at 23.9.
All righty. Yeah, on my screen, I have the same thing on my screen, so I'll go ahead and turn that down. That needs to be at 50.
All righty.
Okay, if you want to, go ahead and go towards the feed system right below the distillation column.
All right.
See, I'll pull up my screen too.
All right, at FV 101.
FV 101, okay.
My PB is 235.1, and my output's reading 30.7. Does that match yours?
Well, is it 30.8 now?
30.8.
Okay, yeah, I got 30.8. Alrighty, that should be where it should be at. Okay, go ahead and what's next at that controller?
I'm now at FIC 101. My PV is reading 235.1 and my output is 30.8.
Okay, do you know where TIC 102 is?
Yes, right next to it.
Okay, what are you reading?
My PV is 175.6. It's slowly fluctuating, going
Just
up.
going, yeah, okay, that's fine, that's normal.
And my output is 4.7, and it is fluctuating, going, I think it's at a constant between 4.7 and 4.8.
Alrighty, yep, I have that there. Okay, that's fine. So basically, just an overall recap of what we were just doing is we were on a distillation column, and when we jumped into it, we had some levels off balance, and we had other things that weren't where they're supposed to be, or we were checking a lot of things. And so it was just a really simple way of just kind of going around and checking different instrumentation and controllers out. So that's what we were doing at the start. We had that reflex drum that was at 55%. We went and she checked it out, and she was reading 55%. So I went in on my screen and I changed it to 50 where it should be running at. But yeah, this is one of the things that you could be learning at LTC. There's a lot of different systems and processes, and just distillation column, that's just one of the many that we just looked at during this video.
All right, and with that, I would like to kind of wrap up our part on process technology and bring in Tina Lindley, who is our process technology instructor, and also Aaron Volk, who advises. And I would like to turn the floor over to you guys to talk just a little bit more briefly about process technology and how people can get involved and why it's important to come to campus and check out the program a little bit more.
Hi there. I'm Tina Lindley. I'm the lead instructor for the process technology program here at Lincoln Trail. I've got 33 years of experience within the process technology industries, and I'm here to show you what to do. I'm here to take you through all the equipment we have and be a team member with us. Come out and talk to me. Give us a call. Show you around.
Hi, I'm Aaron Volk. Sorry, there it is. Hello. So I am the advisor for this program. Process technology has multiple directions you can go. There's a 1-year certificate and a 2-year degree program. Along with that, we have numerous certificates and other supporting programs that you can do with the program. Some students decide to add on a welding certificate. We've got a certificate in supervisory skills. Really, we can work with you as far as what might work best. And then you can schedule an appointment to come and see Tina while you're there. Stop in and talk to us about classes, because there are some things, if you're a dual credit student, that you can go ahead and start working on now.
Okay, well, let's shift gears now and let's start talking a little bit about Broadband Telecom and what Broadband Telecom is.
With a degree in Broadband Telecom from Lincoln Trail College, you're helping connect the world. You'll learn about copper cables and fiber optics, home and business phone systems, computer hardware and software, networking, and much more. Our program is more than just lectures in a classroom. You'll apply what you've learned with hands-on training, and many of our students get on-the-job training with internships. You'll be prepared for job opportunities both close to home and all around the country. Broadband is constantly evolving, and we evolve with it. We partner with industry leaders to make sure our program meets today's industry expectations. That's why Lincoln Trail College's unique program has such a strong reputation within the industry. What are you waiting for? Get started today at iecc.edu/LTC and let the trail be your path to success.
So that is a quick look at what process technology, or what Broadband Telecom is, rather. And we are now joined by a number of students within the Broadband Telecom program. And we're going to do the same thing that we did with our process technology students. So I'm going to throw it out there to you guys, and whoever wants to hop in first, just tell us all a little bit about what your favorite part is about the Broadband Telecom program.
I'd say my favorite part of the program is between your freshman and sophomore years, you actually have a chance to get a paid internship through a local or not so local telecom business. So you get to actually take time to go out in the field and try to apply what you've learned and also deepen your understanding of what you've learned here and learn new lessons about what you could apply in the future.
All right. Someone else want to hop in?
No, I would just like to add on to that. I went on a 6-month internship, and all I did was cable locating, which, as you can see, like on the side of a road, you might see gas flags and things of that nature. I basically, all of our cable was buried in that company. So I basically flagged out that cable for someone to dig there, and they basically offered me a job by the end of my 6-month internship. I came back here to finish my degree, and I'm just going to say this. The job market in this field is insane. They are hurting. They do not have the supply of workers. So, I advise anyone to come and just check out this program. So.
All right, great. And what advice would you give for somebody that is thinking about this program, what they should do and maybe why they should do it?
I would just say, work hard and show up every day. I think that's the number one thing. When you're on your internship, do the same thing. And just come out and see us, just come out, check it out. Yeah, the jobs are out there. So.
All right. Someone else want to add to that? All right, well, we did have a chance to talk with a couple of alumni from our Broadband Telecom program, and they both happen to be working at the same place, and they're both class of 2020 students. And this is Jackson Taylor and Chase Williams. So let's take a listen to what they had to say. All right, joining us now, I have a couple of alumni from our Broadband Telecom program. I have Chase Williams and Jackson Taylor. And how are you guys today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Not too bad. So everybody knows, so they know who you are. If you guys could introduce who's who here.
My name's Chase.
And I'm Jackson.
All right. Well, both of you are 2020 graduates from our Broadband Telecom program. So tell everybody what you guys are up to now.
So after graduation, we both landed great jobs at the same company. And so that's kind of where we find ourselves. I'm a troubleshooter here for Livestream, and Chase is our mapping expert here.
Yeah. My position is actually called CAD engineer, but it's for their online plan. So.
Okay. So talk a little bit about how the Broadband Telecom program prepared you guys for these positions with Lightstream.
I know one thing is when we were taking our classes, they constantly wanted us to learn the color code. And at the time, I thought it was ridiculous. I was like, that's crazy to learn something like that. But I think every single minute of them teaching us that, it was a big help for me personally, because we are out here in mini pedestals where you see a lot of that stuff that, they taught you in school. And it really shows you that you learned. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Lost myself there.
He's not lying. I don't go out into the field anymore, but it was a really big help to know that stuff whenever we did get to know it. We did testing on it and whatnot, but they prepare you with the basics. So you learn a lot more when you get out into the field and you're doing all kinds of handiwork.
Now, I know one of the big parts of the telecom program are internships. Did you guys do internships?
Yes. Yes. I did mine at Madison Communications in Illinois, Staunton, Illinois. And it was quite the experience. I don't remember where Jackson did his, but
I actually did mine out in Endeavor over by Cloverfield, Indiana.
That's right.
So how important were those internships for you guys?
Very important. you want to make a good impression on your internship and try to learn all you can. Be a sponge, because that's where you're going to get the first of the basics, not in the classroom, which are a lot different. So you actually learn what you're doing and connect all those things you've learned in school, and you know how to do it once you've done it a couple times.
Okay. So we're talking with students that are thinking about coming into the Broadband Telecom program today. What advice would you have for them?
I mean, I would say definitely pay attention. Things are a little slow at the beginning, but you start to get more hands-on and things become a lot better. It's more fun. You get to actually work with equipment when you're ready. You've got to have the patience in the beginning.
Right. Patience is the most important thing there. The classroom work will seem uninteresting, kind of boring sometimes, but not. It gets into some outside plan that's a lot more fun if that's your deal. And there are two sides to the telecom industry. It's not just you're working with your hands outside and getting dirty. It's like I started out as what Jackson's doing, but they moved me into a position where I work on our entire inside plant, or inside and outside plant. I map it on a computer. So I have to keep track of it for our auditing and account purposes. And I stay inside.
And I guess I would have a good idea of what you really want to do with the field. If you want to do, such as myself, where you're outside in the field working with your hands, that's one option. Or if you're wanting to do what Chase does, where you're inside working with your network and mapping and stuff like that, you have to know what you want to do. Otherwise, you're going to be very lost.
But you will almost always start out as a IR tech. That's a given. You have to work your way up from there. That's usually how it goes, unless you just apply for that kind of job and somehow get it.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank Chase Williams and Jackson Taylor for joining us today. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right, so there's a quick look from a couple of alumni about what they're doing. And you've heard a couple of times that the Broadband Telecom program really gives you the opportunity to do a lot of hands-on work. And again, we had the opportunity to record a demonstration, and Taylor Galloway, who you heard from just a little bit earlier, is going to give us a fiber optic demonstration.
My name is Taylor Galloway. I live over by Wheeler, Illinois. I'm currently a sophomore in the program, and today I'm just going to do a basic demonstration on how to splice some fiber. So I'm going to start by picking out one little strand of fiber here, usually going down what we call our color code. So I'm going to be starting with blue, and then I'm going to take my strippers here, and I'm going to go back an inch or so and clamp down and strip the blue coating off of it, so you get down to that nice glass strand. And then I take a little Chem wipe, get some isopropyl alcohol on it, and I'm going to take that and just gently wipe the actual glass to kind of clean it up and clean any remaining coating on it. I'm going to take it and I'm going to stick it in my cleaver here, just going to be in the bottom slot because it's a nice small little piece of fiber. Close it up, close down, push the thing forward and open it back up. Take the shard, throw it in the trash, open up, and there you've got one cleaved side. I'm going to just take it and gently lay it in the splicer here, just a little bit past towards the center. Close one buckle down. And then I'm going to start on the other side, going to pick out the blue one on this side. And on this side, I'm going to take a little heat shrink here. It's a little strength member that we'll use at the end of the splice. Going to thread it through and then go do the same thing. Take the strippers back about an inch or so, strip it, kind of clean it off. Take your alcohol and Chem wipe, wipe it off again, just clean it, and then take that side and cleave it. And then we'll close her down, cleave it, and pull it back out and stick her on in the splicer. We'll close that buckle down and then close the lid and let the splicer do its thing. It's going to basically bring the two fibers together, line them up, get the ends nice and tight, and then it'll basically send an arc of electricity that basically superheats the glass and welds them together, for lack of a better term. And then now that it's done, I can see that the loss range is in the acceptable levels. So I take the heat shrink now, slide it up, and open one clip, open two clips, and then gently slide it over so the actual exposed fiber at the splice is about in the center. Place it in the little heater at the back of the splicer, and what it's going to do is it's basically going to warm up and cause that plastic to shrink down around the splice, and it's done cooking. So just very carefully take it out and set it down behind the splicer, and then you're ready to move on to your next one.
So thank you for a great demonstration there, Taylor, and thank you to Ashley and Kyler for our process technology demonstration earlier. And right now I would like to welcome in Travis Matthews with the Broadband Telecom program and Aaron Volk once again to talk a little bit about the program and again, how you can set up your opportunity to come to campus and learn more about Broadband Telecom.
Hey, thank you, Chris. Hello, everyone. I'm Travis Matthews again. I'm in my 22nd year here at the telecom program. I'm the lead instructor. And I've actually got to see how the industry has changed from an analog format into the digital, into this fiber optic. Copper cable is used a lot. You saw where Jackson and Chase were discussing what they did. What we're doing is training students to be combo techs, which is actually installers and repairs out in the telecom field. And the whole goal here is to train students to have the basic skills to go out into the field, but actually to help connect the world. Everyone needs high-speed internet. There's this big push everywhere from education, hospitals, schools. Everyone wants high-speed internet, and that's been even pushed more with COVID in the last year. There's a need for everyone to have the high-speed internet, and fiber optics is the future. It's here now, and that's where we're focusing a lot of our training. Talking about internships, I just found out this morning, we actually have been sending out invites to companies. We have more internship opportunities than we already have students in the program. So it's growing like crazy. It's just 100%, roughly 100% placement. If you're willing to drive within a 2-hour area around this campus, you can find a job. Other than being in the medical field, this is one of the fastest growing fields there are. And I look forward to having you come and visit us. We're open anytime. Feel free to come at any time and we'll give you a tour, let you sit in on a class and participate.
All right, Aaron.
Hello again. Yep, it's going to cycle back over to me here in a minute, I hope. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so much like the Process Tech program, we do have multiple options in broadband telecom. There is a 1-year certificate, a 2-year degree, and there are availability for dual credit classes. So if you're actually a junior and you're not quite ready to graduate yet, you can start those classes with Travis and Dennis, our other instructor. They offer some 8 o'clock sections on Monday, Wednesdays, and Tuesday, Thursday.
All right. So you've heard a little bit about a couple of our programs, and we have some things coming up here soon, including a priority scholarship deadline. So I'm going to turn things now over to Tana Ambrose and Amber Malone, who are going to talk to you a little bit about the priority scholarship deadline and what you need to do to apply to LTC. And I'm going to share just a little bit of a graphic here while they talk as well.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Amber Malone, and I work here in the Office of Admissions and Records. Applying to an Illinois school is important, and so that you can stay close. And so IECC is easy to get to. We just go to our main website, iecc.edu/priority. And from there, you can fill out our application in about 10 minutes. One thing to have handy is your social security number. We do need that. If you don't have that handy when you apply, you can put in all zeros and we will ask for that later. There's no essay and there's no application fee. So it takes about 10 minutes and then you're done. That application will come to us. You'll receive an acceptance letter in your email right away. And then you'll also receive an acceptance packet that looks something like this in the mail about 2 to 3 weeks later. And it will have an admissions checklist in it. And so it will kind of start you through the process. If you want to accept our offer, we can talk more about financial aid and all the details that you need to know to become a Lincoln Trail student. There's a place on the bottom where you can say, yes, I'm coming to Lincoln Trail, and then we can work more closely with you and kind of personalize your Lincoln Trail experience. We have an upcoming deadline for scholarships. That is February 26th. I put the link in the chat to our foundation scholarship, which looks like this. And so it does require a short essay, just a couple of paragraphs, a letter of recommendation, and there's a ton of funding available, especially in these programs. We have a lot of people in the community who have set aside funds specifically for these programs. So it's worth your while to apply by February 26th. Again, you want to use your application for admission and then also the LTC scholarship application.
Donna?
Thank you, Amber. Yes, I'm Tana Ambrose, and I get to be the Director of College Access at Lincoln Trail, which means doing things just like this, helping students know about these programs, Broadband Telecom and Process Tech, and many other programs that we offer on our campus. And so thank you so much for being with us today, taking the time out of your schedules to be here and help spread the word. We need students who are currently in these programs, like yourselves, to tell other people, just like someone told you. So please help us continue to spread the word. And just like Amber mentioned, the scholarship packet from the foundation, we have a very generous foundation here at Lincoln Trail that gives away a lot of scholarship money every year. And if you're in your first year here at Lincoln Trail and you applied for that last year and were the recipient of that, congratulations. But that is a scholarship that needs to be filled out every single year. And so you will also need to fill that out and turn that in prior to February 26th, as well as new incoming students who hopefully will be joining us in the fall. But thanks again for being here. And I look forward to seeing you on campus. I put my phone number and my email in the chat and welcome any of you to call, text, bring a friend, come to campus. We'll take a visit. We'll meet in person and show you around and hopefully get you signed up to join into one of these programs.
All right. Thanks, Tana. And last but not least today, some of you are probably wondering, well, how do I pay for college and what do I need to do to get money for college? So I would like to introduce Crystal Riggle, who handles financial aid for us here at Lincoln Trail College. Crystal? Crystal, you are on mute.
The owl does not like us in the conference room today. I am Crystal Riggle, and I'm the coordinator of financial. One of the biggest things that I can stress to students is as you're preparing to come to college, make sure to get your FAFSA filled out. In order to qualify for any of the scholarships that Tana and Amber had spoke about, you must have a current FAFSA on file. If you are planning to come in the fall, you must make sure that it's a 21-22 FAFSA. FAFSA likes to revert back and forth, so definitely make sure on those dates. One of the biggest things is stay in communication with our office. Sometimes students get picked for verification and they think it's a very lengthy process. We are communicating to try to get that narrowed down for students. Everyone can get the FAFSA completed. There may just be a few extra steps that our office can help you with. So I definitely suggest making sure that you check your voicemails, check your IECC emails, because any communication with our office is going to be key. We want to get students as much free Pell federal money that we can. There's other federal grants that you can qualify for, but you have to stay in communication with us. We also offer work study through the college, so it may give students an opportunity to work while going to school for us. So definitely our information will be in the chat box shortly, but reach out to our office and just stay in communication with us.
All right, thank you. So we've thrown a lot out at you today. We've really packed our almost hour full of stuff. But before we want to go again, I want to thank all of our students from the Broadband Telecom and Process Technology students that have joined us and helped us with videos throughout this, our alumni, and certainly all of the faculty and staff that have helped us out today as well. A couple of things here that we want to share again before we go today. Again, that priority deadline is coming up in less than 1 month. February 26th is when you want to go ahead and apply for scholarships from both Lincoln Trail College and Illinois Eastern Community Colleges, and also the LTC Foundation. We have money that we want to give to our prospective students, and we want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to get your hands on that, but you need to act before February 26th. Really easy to apply, like Amber said. It's only about 10 minutes to fill out our application. And certainly if you need some help filling out your FAFSA, our financial aid office would be happy to give you a hand with that. You can find everything, the link for the FAFSA, our FAFSA code, and our application at iecc.edu/priority. And then also, again, want to show you where we are on social media so you can follow us and see what we're up to. You'll be able to see some of the videos that we showed today coming up soon on social media. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, a lot of other places, and we would love to see you. When you post about us, use the hashtag GoLTC so we know you're there. And as always, you can find us on our website, iecc.edu/LTC. If you have any questions, give us a call, 618-544-8657. We are happy to help out, and we would love to see you on campus. So if you got excited about what you saw today with Broadband Telecom, Process Technology, or you're interested in any of the other great programs here at Lincoln Trail College, give us a call, talk to Tana. She can set you up with an actual on-campus visit, and you can see what's happening here at Lincoln Trail College. So I want to thank everybody for joining us here today on our very first virtual visit. And I think it was a great afternoon. So thank you all. And so long, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.